The Green Bay Packers just received some great rookie news. I'm going to break that down for you guys in this video. So let's jump into it. With many rookies from this year's draft projected to play a major role in the Packers' success, the majority, unfortunately, just have been MIA in preseason due to injuries. Thankfully, they've been minor injuries, not serious ones. However, the Packers get one of those projected studs back yesterday. We're talking about second-round pick out of Texas A&M, Edan Cooper. This article has this to say. It says, according to the Athletics, Beck Schneidman, rookie linebacker Edan Cooper returned to practice Tuesday after being out for nearly 3 weeks. That's a long time with that hip injury. He comes back. Of course, he goes on to say that he was limited in practice and is probably going to be continued to be limited in practice. I highly doubt he's going to be able to participate in the 11 on 11s versus the Ravens this Thursday. However, I do anticipate him playing a major role in seeing some significant playing time in their final preseason game this upcoming Saturday. Another one of those guys, Jordan Morgan. Jordan Morgan returned. Of course, it was Indy only for him. I do, however, see him playing a little bit of a role in the 11-11s on Thursday. So that is encouraging news for the Packers. Jordan Morgan going to be returning back to the offensive line for the Packers. So that's encouraging news. Excited to see what Jordan Morgan can do out there. But with Edan Cooper, he had this to say. He says, best feeling ever about him returning to practice. He says, I think it was the longest I've been without playing football and just missing out. It was mentally tough, but that's the thing about being a pro, and just do what you have to do. Again, it's going to be one of those things that these young guys are going to have to learn to do. Just say, hey, listen, we got to get our body right before we can get back out there. Everything within you wants to be back out there. And I love the fact that Edan Cooper is just itching to get back out there. However, he's listening to his body. He's listening to all of the instructors around him, just saying, hey, listen, get right. Let's get out there. It's going to come. So excited to see what this dude is going to do. He goes on to say, missing this many practices and games, it kills me. It kills me not to be out there competing with my brothers. It's just being able to try to practice and get right this week and continue my process. Love it. He's just, hey, he's listening to the people around him and trying to get better. I don't foresee this guy taking place in the 11 and 11s this Thursday. However, I do see him getting some significant playing time this Saturday in their final preseason game, along with first round pick out of Arizona, Jordan Morgan. Excited to see that dude out there on the line and to see what he can do and what he can contribute to the Packers offensive line and depth. Marshon Lloyd, unfortunately, Marshon Lloyd is going to be one of those guys that we're not going to be able to see until week 1 versus Philadelphia. He just needs to get that hamstring right. So unfortunately for the Packers, when they start considering just roster cuts and all of that, the Packers are going to have to take a deep, long look into the, who's played, who's been productive, all of that stuff. But Marshon Lloyd, the Packers are expecting some big things out of him. Unfortunately, they've only seen 2 snaps out of him this preseason, and that's going to be it until the regular season. So they're going to have to ease him back into some playing time against Philadelphia. But when we start talking about Edan Cooper and his role, obviously right now on the depth chart, he is that number 2 guy right behind Eric Wilson. He did take some number 1 reps in minicamp. We saw a lot of good things from him. He was taking some number 1 reps there and looked solid. I do foresee the Packers, from what we've been reading about and hearing, he is going to be probably projected to be starting alongside Quay Walker, especially if he can show us some stuff this upcoming Saturday in the final preseason game. But very good news coming out of Green Bay. When we start talking about our rookies, we need some of these guys back, especially some of these studs that are projected to play a significant role in the Packers' success. Super excited about it. So as always, go Pack, go.